take a few seconds and stop to think about how your product helps. Now, this can be really helpful because our natural instinct is to have product details and features of the product in the front of our mind when we're about to cold call a prospect. For example, let's say that you sell a pillow, and it's a really nice pillow. Because of its design, it's extremely comfortable, and it's made out of some special material that is very soft and very good to sleep on. And it might even be in a unique shape to where it really fits well with the way you sleep. Now, these are details of the product. And this is the type of stuff that you usually get trained on and that you usually think about when you're about to talk to a prospect. And you almost need to force yourself to stop and take a minute and think about, okay, my product is great, but how does my product help my prospect in terms of benefits or the value that it has to offer? And so if we look at these features in the product and say, well, how does that help? Well, because our pillow is so great, it helps the people that use our pillow to sleep better at night. And instead of tossing and turning and it taking a long time to fall asleep, if they use our pillow, they'll go to sleep faster. And because they're sleeping better and getting 8 hours of more quality sleep, if you use our pillow, you'll have more energy and focus during the day. And because of the special design and special shape, we can actually decrease neck and spine issues and pain that you may have by simply sleeping with our pillow. Now, simply just taking a few seconds to focus on these improvements can completely transform your mindset when you're cold calling. Because when you have your product details at the front of your mind, you are in more product selling mode where you're trying to talk prospects into wanting what you sell. And when you're talking prospects into wanting something, you are operating more as a taker. You're cold calling to take their time so that you can talk about your product, and ultimately you want to take their money when you talk them into wanting your product. And if you're a taker and you're trying to take their time, when you're cold calling them, you might feel like you're bothering them. And if you're bothering them, you might communicate in a more apologetic way by apologizing for interrupting what they're doing and apologizing them for bothering them. And that can make you feel less confident about calling up a prospect. And that can lead to cold call reluctance and cold call anxiety. But if you replace those product details at the front of your mind with how your product helps by simply taking 10 to 20 seconds to think about your improvements, you become more value aware, which is actually unique. Most product selling salespeople are not truly value aware and either completely forget or forget to talk about the way their product helps. And when you're more aware that your product helps the people that need your product, you can start to see yourself more as a giver than a taker. And that you're cold calling your prospects not to try to talk them into something, but to see if they are in the group of prospects that need the help you have to offer. And when you realize that, you will realize that you have no reason to apologize for calling them. If you found a wallet on the ground and you were going to ask someone if it was their wallet, would you apologize for interrupting what that person was doing to see if they were the owner of the wallet? You probably would not, because you know that the wallet that you found is of tremendous value to the person it belongs to. And your product is the same thing because it offers tremendous value to the people that need your product. And when you are aware that there's people that need your product, you will be more confident about your reason for cold calling a prospect. Now, if you want to implement this, the first thing you have to do is have more clarity around how your product helps and possibly create a list of improvements or benefits that your product delivers. And we provide a process that you can go through to create an optimum set of value points for the product or service that you sell. And I'm not going to go through that here because we've done that in another video. I'll include a link in the description to a video where we go through these steps to help you to brainstorm the key details about your product. And in that video, I went through this process for my own product or solution. And the third step in that process will help you to create your list of benefits